Welcome today. We're here to broadcast this game to the people. Today's game is between the North Wagga Saints and the Gammain Grong Madong Lions in the Wagga District Junior Football League under 13s. Currently the Gammain Grong Madong Lions sit on top of the ladder. Their opponents, the North Wagga Saints, are in 7th position. And the toss has been taken by Hayden Gardner for the Lions, and they'll kick to the left of screen. My name is Andrew Corbett. I'll be doing the commentating of this under-13s game. On the camera we have Baz here and his assistant Tammy helping us to produce this video for you here today. There's glorious conditions, beautiful sunny day, not much breeze, and we should look forward to a great game of football in this under-13s competition here. Umpire Lucas Hattie holds the ball up. Thrown into the air. Tapped down by Jack Lawrence there on the ground. Picked up by North Wagga there. Tries to get his kick away. Hand passes backwards. Ball's kicked forward. And under this is a good mark there, taken by Preston Hand. He plays on quickly, looking for Hayden Gardner. He's tackled, gets his hand pass away. Then a kick forward to Jack Lawrence. On to Chase Burgess. He can't pick it up. He's bundled out of the way. Play on, says the umpire. Hand pass out to Hayden Gardner there. Chips one back across inside to Jack Lawrence. He looks to kick this one forward and finds Tex Simons in front of goal there. He's about 25 metres out, straight in front. Good play there by the Lions. Comes in with his kick. It's going to fall short there, and it's bundled through from behind. First score of the game to the Lions. North Wagga to bring this one in. He's going to go long to this grandstand side. It's gathered by Burgess there. He dodges around one, sends a kick back in forward there, and it's marked by Tex Simons again. He plays on this time. It sends a long kick down forward, and it's marked deep in the square there. Just can't see that number at this stage. He goes back and has a shot. I think it's young Ashton Clark, and he's missed through from behind. That's 2 behinds for the Lions in this first minute of play. North Wagga go to the scoreboard side this time. Ball spoiled there by Clark, picked up by North Wagga, gets his kick away towards the scoreboard. Coming into there to put pressure on is Jack Lawrence, makes a tackle, and the umpire deems he had him taken just slightly high, so free kick to North Wagga. They kick this one down. Contest there by Hayden Gardner, picks up hand passes back inside. Looking for Chase Burgess, dodges around one, very explosive speed, but he's just been tagged on that occasion, and it's a free kick to North Wagga. Ball's kicked high to centre half forward for them there. Ball's on the ground. Young Kleeman can't pick it up, picked up by Blair Walsh. Hand pass off to Hayden Gardner, gets his kick away, looking for Jack Lawrence. He breaks one tackle, kicks this one forward. He's got a Lions teammate clear there in front of goal. Charlie Crow, he'll go back and have a shot. He's about 30 metres out. He's going to hand pass this one off to Hayden Gardner, and he's going to have a shot on the run, and it brings up the Lions' first goal. First goal to Hayden Gardner, and they go to 1-8 to North Wagga, no score so far. As I said, the Lions sitting on top of the ladder, haven't been defeated at this stage. Got a very handy percentage of over 900%. They'll be looking to continue this form into the finals. Got one more round next week against Coolaman. Umpire Lucas Hattie throws that one up. Tapped down by Jack Lawrence. Charging through there is Ashton Feary. He gets his hand pass, gets his kick away long, high to centre forward. Tex Simons is under this one. Goes through his hands there. Follows it up there, tries to pick it up. but he's just got his opponent in the back, and it'll be a free kick to the North Wagga Saint player. Currently stands across centre there. You'll send this one into the forward line for the Saints. Ball goes high. It's on the ground there. Charging through is Levi Bowen there. He taps that one forward. It's picked up by Gambane there. Charlotte again just drops a mark, gets a hand pass away onto Chase Burgess, one onto Hayden Gardner here. He can send this into the forward line, taps it on the ground, kicks it looking for Tex Simons. It's gone over his head and he's regathered and kicks it into the goal umpire's chest, and that results in another goal for the Lions. That one to Tex Simons. So they go to 2 goals, 2-14 to North Wagga's no score. This goes through good defensive work there from the Lions across half-back. They cut that one off and showed good skills and good team play to push that one forward. Ball's gone up high in the ruck, picked up by Chase Burgess. He tries to break a tackle, gets his hand pass away. Looking for Ashton Fury there, he taps this one forward. Diving on the ball is there, is getting the hand pass out is young Jai Absalom. Ball's kicked forward by Fury. Charlie Gaines in a run for the chase for the ball here, gets a hand pass back to Hayden Gardner, sends this one in long. Under it is Nate Absalom, goes through his hands, it's out into the pocket there, it's showing speed is Jack Absalom, Jack Lawrence, sorry, picks this one up, has a shot on goal, and it's through from behind. Good work from the Lions there. North Wagga kicked this one back in. It's gathered there by the Saints across half forward. Comes out the back there to Ashton Fury. He has a running shot at goal. It's a good kick, and it's through the middle. It's another one to the Lions. Takes their score to 3 goals, 3 behinds. 21 to North Wagga's no score. 7 minutes into this first quarter. 15-minute quarters for the under-13s in the Wagga District Junior competition. Back to the centre bounce here. Lucas Hattie will throw this one up. It's Jack Lawrence in the ruck. Taps it down with his left hand. Race for the ball there by Ashton Fury on that occasion. He slips over. It's come out the back there. Picked up by Chase Burgess now. He tears away from the pack. Kicks this one long and low, looking for Tex Simons. It's fallen into his hands. He has a running shot at goal. It's across the face of goal. Gathered by Charlie Crow, and his kick smothered over the sideline, and the umpire will call for a ball up there in the pocket for the Lions. Got a few players here of similar appearance. Charlie Crow, Chase Burgess and Ashton Fury, they all look the same. But this one's gathered by Jack Lawrence. Chips this one back to Hayden Gardner, but the umpires said it's just gone over the boundary line. Another ball up. They don't throw the ball up in this competition. The umpire brings it in 10 metres and throws it up. Nate Absalom taps this down into the up half of Tex Simons. He bursts out of the pack, and it's a running snap on goal. It's a good snap on goal there to Liam Quinn. That's another goal for the Lions. Good work. That takes them to 4 goals, 3. 27 to the North Wagga Saints no score, as Teddy Gordon looks to be assisted from the field for the Lions. I hope he's okay. Didn't see what happened there, but he's in the assistance of his the trainers there. So back to the centre there. Jack Lawrence taps that one down. Hayden Gardner picks it up, gets a hand pass away to Preston Gain, on to Blair Walsh. He swings wide, kicks this one over the top. The ball's on the ground there. Cooper Graham is on top of this one, but coming through his Tex Simons, gets a hand pass to Cooper Graham, picked up by Liam Quinn, kicks this one forward, and it's through for another behind for the Lions. Takes them to 4-4, 28 to no score. Balls to be brought in by Saints. Cleared out of defence by them, long to the far wing there in front of the scoreboard. The umpire throw it up again. As the young fella, I don't think it's Teddy Gordon, it's might be young Ashton Fury on this, just come from the field. Hope he's okay. Ball's come back into play there. North Wagga fellas tackled well there by Hayden Gardner. Young Keenan was caught with the ball and he'll take the kick there on the centre wing. Looks to go wide, looking for Tex Simon. Has been prominent early up there on the forward line. Runs on, takes a left-handed bounce there and has a shot on goal and he kicks truly. That's his second. Takes the Lions on to 5 goals 4. Back to the centre of the ground. It's been the Lions are dominant in this first quarter. North Wagga found it difficult to get it into their forward 50. Jack Lawrence flies high, taps it down with his right hand on this occasion, right into the arms of Preston Hand. He kicks this one forward, looking for Tex Simons again. He taps this one to himself, gathers it in, swings around on his right foot, brushes aside a couple of tacklers and sends this deep into the forward line, but it's marked by North Wagga there in defence. Good mark. Umpire's call played on. He's get his kick away, but coming through is Hayden Gardner. Takes a mark, gets a hand pass over the top to Cooper Graham. He has a shot at goal. It's looking very good, and it's a good goal to Cooper Graham. Another quick goal to the Lions. That'll take them on to 6 goals 4. "12 minutes into this first quarter for the Lions. Back to the centre. Jack Lawrence been dominant in the ruck so far. Taps this one forward for the Lions. Coming through is Hayden Gardner. He gathers it in. Gets his hand pass away, looking for Preston Hand, but picked up by Keenan for North Wagga. Gets his kick into the forward line. Through the hands of Levi Bowen there. Blair Walsh tries to pick this one up. Jock Simon's there in assistance, but the umpire's going to call for a ball up. Lucas Hattie will call for a ball up there in the North Wagga forward line. There, Walsh taps that one down. Out the back it goes. He regathers. Gets his kick away through the hands of North Wagga there. And it's a mark as the kick goes forward to North Wagga there. They'll send this deep into their forward line, but under this is Blair Walsh. Takes a good mark. Runs it out of defence. He's got Hayden Gardner free in front of the commentary box here. He gathers it in. Takes one bounce. Takes 2. Runs down the wing. Like the vision of Buddy Franklin and that Essendon player. It just eludes me at the moment. But the young North Wagga fella wasn't able to catch him, but the ball's been taken by North Wagga across half back there. They get this one back into the centre of the field. Good mark there by Kleeman on that occasion. He's been prominent for North Wagga. Gets his kick forward. Group of Gairmain players there, picked up by Lever Bowen. Gets his hand pass away to Ned Bench. Gathered by North Wagga there, and the umpire called for a ball up. Hooper was the name of that Essendon player I was trying to think of. Anyway, it's tapped down there by North Wagga. Picked up by Jock Simons there. Gets his kick away to Hayden Gardner. Towards Chase Burgess, wraps up his North Wagga opponent in a good tackle, picked up by Jai Absalom, gets one back to Hayden Gardner. His kick smothered as it goes forward into the hands of Preston Hand, swings on his left foot, kicks this one high, numbers there for the Lions. Tex Simons tries to tap this over the top there, gathered by Chase Burgess, gets his hand pass back inside to Levi Bowen. He gets this one forward. Gathered by Preston Hand. He's wrapped up in a tackle. Play on, says the umpire. And it's a good mark by Hayden Gardner. Gets one off to Blair Walsh. He goes wide, looking for Chase Burgess, but it's over the sideline. It was Charlie Crow that kicked that one deep in the forward line for the Lions. Not Levi Bowen, as the umpire takes this ball and throws it up. Nate absolutely in the ruck, but tapped down by North Wagga. Back into the centre of the ground. Numbers there for North Wagga. They tap it over the top, picked up by Jay Absalom, and he's tackled, and he's just disposed of that ball incorrectly, and it's a free kick to North Wagga. They look to go infield, but it's cut off by Liam Quinn in the centre of the ground, takes a good mark. He looks to play on quickly, looking for Tex Simons. It's gone over his head, running onto this shell again. She gathers this in, gets a hair pass forward and finds Jack Lawrence. He swings around one in the goal square. There's Cooper Hadrell I've got here. He has a snap at goal, but the ball's on the ground there. And a shot by Tex Simons through from behind. Ashton Clark was on occasion, had that shot on goal, but another behind to the Lions, takes them to 6-5, 41. As North Wagga bring this around to the grandstand side. As the siren goes to end the first quarter. And the Lions currently lead this game 6-5, 41 to North Wagga's no score. It's some very good efforts there from a number of Lions players. I've got the goal scorers down as Tex Simons kicking 3, Cooper Graham 1, Liam Quinn 1, and Hayden Gardner 1 at this stage. A very good effort from Hayden Gardner. Jack Lawrence in the ruck. Tex Simons up forward's been very prominent, very dangerous. Ably assisted by Liam Quinn and Chase Burgess in this first quarter of football. As the coaches address their players, we'll be back for the start of the second quarter. Right, we return for the start of the second quarter here in this under-13s game between Gamane Grongwong, Matong Lions and North Wagga Saints. Umpire throws this ball up. Jack Lawrence in the ruck for the Lions, taps this one down into the path of Jay Absalom, but it's gathered by Ashton Fury. Gets one out to Chase Burgess here. He sends this one deep into the forward line for the Lions. Under it is Nate Absalom. Takes a very good mark there. He's under plenty of pressure, but took a good, strong chest mark, and he'll go back and have a shot on goal. He's about 30 metres out. Comes in on his approach. Kicks this one high, and it's going to fall short. It's tapped through for a goal. North Wagga to bring this one back in. It looks like they're going to go straight up the centre of the ground. Good mark there to Ned Holm for North Wagga at centre half back. He looks to bring this wide to the commentary box. Sends his left foot, kick forward. Numbers there for North Wagga. Charging through is Liam Quinn. He's bundled out of the way, picked up by Tex Simons, gathered by Jai Absalom. He's tackled there on the sideline, and the umpire will ball it up. Right on that 50-metre line there for the Lions. Taking the ruck is Jack Lawrence. Taps this down to Hayden Gardner. Chips one over the top. Good kick and finds Tex Simons. 45-degree angle. He quickly plays on looking for Nate Absalom. It's a long kick. It's gone over his head. Punched forward there by North Wagga into the arms of Chase Burgess. He dodges around one, dodges around another, has a snap on goal, and it's through for a behind. Another behind for the Lions early in this second quarter. North Wagga go wide to the far wing, but under this one is Chase Burgess. Takes a mark, chips this one short, looking for Tex Simons. Gone through the hands of the pack and picked up by North Wagga there. They try and break a tackle out of the goal square there. Good tackle by Nate Absalom. Picked up by Tex Simons. He has a quick snap on goal. And it's through for another behind. Third one for the quarter for the Lions. North Wagga kicked this one in. Picked up by Liam Quinn. He gets his hand pass out over the sideline. Good tackle there by Harrison Bushell for North Wagga. Umpire will throw this up. Jack Lawrence in the ruck again. Taps it down to Hayden Gardner. We've called that a few times today. He chips this one in looking for Nate Absalom in the goal square. It goes through his hands. Onto it is Chase Burgess, but it's picked up by Chase Burgess. Swings around in the pocket there, but it's marked by North Wagga on the last line of defence. Clear again to this commentary box side. Looking for Kleeman. He gathers it. Kicks it back into the hot spot, the centre of the ground there. Numbers for the Lions. Gathered by Chase Burgess. Runs around, takes one bounce. Good tackle there by North Wagga on that occasion. Joey Rake, and he's rewarded with a free kick. He'll go to that wing side, the scoreboard side. Finds Hudson Honey set there. He kicks wide. Good play here by North Wagga. Marked by Joshua Hogan for the Saints there. He looks to come inside. Numbers here for the Lions. Under this one is Jack Lawrence. Takes a good mark at the back of the pack. Plays on. Hand pass into the centre of the ground. Picked up by Kleeman from North Wagga. Dodges around his main opponents in Quinn and Absalom. Gone into the forward 50 there for the Saints, but it's all Levi Bowen there for the Lions. Kicks it around the corner. North Wagga player there had trouble with the sun. Picked up by Ned Bench. Gets his hand pass away there. And the umpire, second umpire's called a free kick to Ned Bench there. He'll take this for the Lions at centre half back. He comes wide, looking for Jai Absalom. Gathered there by North Wagga. In home, gets his hand pass away. It's come back through Levi Bowen to Liam Quinn to Jack Lawrence. He can run and carry this one. Looks for Tex Simons. He's marked it in front of the commentary box. He quickly plays on. Kicks this one high. Looking for Charlie Crow. He gets his kick away and it's gathered by Jock Simons, but the umpire called for a ball up. Good pressure by the Saints player there and Liam Van der Vonk. And the umpire throw it up. Jack Lawrence in the ruck. Taps it down to Hayden Gardner. Chips this one long and low through the hands of Chase Burgess. Numbers here for North Wagga. Gathered by Home. Gets his kick forward. Race for the ball here by Lions in Preston Hayne. He tries to gather it in. Picks it up. Breaks the tackle. Uses that left foot of his. Forward to Hayden Gardner, marks it there for the Lions. His kick smothered, comes inside looking for Ashton Fury, who's come back onto the ground. That's good to see. Dodges out 1, 2, gets his kick away and finds Chase Burgess. And he'll go back and have a shot on goal. Good play there by Ashton Fury. Glad to see he's recovered from that knock in that first quarter. Distance shouldn't be a problem for Chase. Comes in on his approach. Ball's on the way. Looks very, very good. It's straight over the goal umpire's head. And that's the first goal of the quarter for the Lions. Takes them to 7-8. 50 to North Wagga's no score. North Wagga have been competitive just the same in this second quarter. They've had a bit of the ball. Got it into their forward line on a couple of occasions. As we come back to the centre of the ground, umpire Lucas Hattie will throw this up again. Jack Lawrence to take the ruck again for the Lions. No one wins that one decisively there. Hayden Gardner's wrapped up in a tackle. Coming through is Ashton Fury. Gets a hand pass forward to Chase Burgess. He can't gather it in. It's gathered by North Wagga there in Max Henderson, and the umpire called for a ball up. Holman, Lawrence in the ruck. Good tackle there by Shayla again. Ball's come out North Wagga's way. Kleeman tries to break the tackle, but the umpire's deemed he's been caught by Hayden Gardner for the Lions. He'll send this one long into the forward line. It's high. Under it is Nate Absalom. Almost takes a brilliant mark, but just goes through his hands. It's come wide. Numbers here. Shayla again picks it up. Keeps it forward. Tapping it forward. She's regathered. Gets a hand pass inside to Tex Simons. He tries to tap this one. Coming through again is Shayla again. And it's just over the sideline there. The umpire called for a ball up. Good pressure there from the Lions. Umpire throws it up. Jack Lawrence and Holm. And it's out over the sideline again. Another throw in. Lawrence taps this forward, looking for Chase Burgess, gathered by Kleeman. He's been very good for North Wagga this quarter. Gets his kick forward, coming through his Ned bench, picked up by Blair Walsh. He can take a bounce and run. Dodges around one, palms off another, gets a hand pass away to Chase Burgess. He gets one over the top to Jock Simons. He has a left foot shot on goal. It's a barrel, but it's through for a behind. Another behind for the Lions. Went back for the old torpedo there, but just drifted to the left. As Henderson for the Saints goes to bring this one back in. He's going to go to the far side, but under this is Chase Burgess. Tries to break a tackle, back to Nate Absalom, on to Ashton Fury. This one's high, and in the front position there is Tex Simonson. Takes a good mark, virtually straight in front of goal. 15 metres out. Distance should be a problem. Kicks on its way, and it's straight through the middle. Another goal for the Lions. Takes them to 8-9. 57 to North Wagga, no score. Eleven minutes into this second quarter. Lions had 6 goals in the first. Have only kicked 2 in this quarter. North Wagga's been very competitive in this second quarter. As we come back to the centre of the ground, Jack Lawrence, ruck duties again, ball's thrown up against Holm. Coming through is Nathan Gardner, has one bounce, 2 bounces, has a running long shot at goal, no one in the goal square, and it's bounced through for a goal. Very good work by Hayden Gardner. Very talented young fella. That gives him his second goal. Ball thrown up again. It doesn't clear the pack, so thrown up again. This time Holm wins the ruck for North Wagga, but it's a free kick to the Saints there. Tackle on Preston Hand to young Hogan. He sends this forward, looking for his North Wagga teammates, but picked up by Fury. Clears this kick for the Lions. It's a race for the ball here. Shale again taps this one forward. Tries to gather it in there. Good work. Shayla keeps it pushing forward onto Chase Burgess, who gathers this in. Kicks one down the sidelines there, and it just bounces over the sideline in the Lions forward 50. Be another ball up. Another opportunity here for the Lions. Jack Lawrence in the ruck again, tapped down by North Wagga. North Wagga fella breaks around one tackle. Hogan gets his kick forward. Under this is Blair Walsh, taps it to himself. Charges through the tackle of Kleeman. Sends this one long and high for the Lions. Coming through is Jock Simons. Ball's on the ground there. Cleared by North Wagga. Oh, head clash there. 2 North Wagga opponents run into each other as Chase Burgess clears the pack. Hand pass out to Hayden Gardner. Kicks this one long and high, looking for Jock Simons, and takes a good mark there on the forward pocket. He'll have a shot on goal. Goes back and chips it over the top. And that's another one for the Lions. Takes them on to 10 goals, 763, I think it is, to North Wagga's no score. As that young fella's been assisted to the ground, the coaches and trainers will just keep an eye on him there for 15 minutes or so. He's had a bit of a head clash with his teammate. Ball's thrown up, tapped down by North Wagga, charging through his Preston hand. Shale again, trying to gather this one in. Diving on the ball there is Shayla, and the umpire called for a ball up. Jack Lawrence in the ruck. Tapped down by Kleeman. Burst through, but good tackle by Gardner. Hayden was just a slightly high there, so kick to North Wagga. They look to clear this through the centre of the ground. Through the hands of Blair Walsh. Tapped on by North Wagga there. Regathered by Blair Walsh. Swings around on his right foot, looking for Jack Lawrence. Just goes over his head there. Coming through a good shepherd by Tex Simons. He regathers, kicks this one forward, looking for Charlie Crow, and he's got the ball in front of him, gathers it in on the sidelines there, breaks one tackle, keeps it in play, hand pass to Jock Simons, he's wrapped up in a tackle, play on, says the umpire. Ball comes out the back, gathered by Tex Simons, he swings it around on his right, under this is Cooper Graham, gets one over the shoulder, but a snap-on goal there by Jock Simons, and it's another one to Jock Simons, 2 in a row. Good pressure there from the Lions. Kept that one in their forward line. Takes them on to 10 goals, 969. I think I've got it. Back to the centre of the ground. Not long in this second quarter to go as Jack Lawrence beaten in the ruck on that occasion by Kleeman. He gets his kick forward, but it falls straight in the arms of Blair Walsh as the siren goes to end this second quarter. Lions have piled on 4 goals in that second quarter. Very good effort in that second term by Jock Simons. Got 2 there, very lively up in the forward line, along with his brother Tex. Jack Lawrence been very dominant in the ruck. For the Lions, Cooper Burgess, Chase Burgess, sorry, was very prominent up forward along with Hayden Gardner as the Lions look to consolidate this game. So we'll just have a break here at half time and we'll be back for the start of the third quarter. So to start this third quarter, the scores, Lions 11 goals, 9, 75 to North Wagga, no score. At this stage, Tex Simons has 4, Hayden Gardner 2, 2 also to Jock Simons, 1 each to Chase Burgess, Cooper Graham and Liam Quinn. Nate absolutely in the ruck on this occasion for the Lions. Taps that one down, but gathered by Blair Walsh there. He's been taken high, plays on quickly. Sends this one long, looking for Ashton Clark. He takes a good chest mark. Cross half forward there, gets one off to Blair Walsh. He dodges around one, uses his left foot, finds Tex Simons. Very good kick by Blair Walsh. And Tex Simons will go back and have a shot on goal. He's about 35 metres out, straight in front. He'll take a good kick to reach, but it's come off the boot sweetly, and it's through for a behind. First score of the third quarter for the Lions. Luke Henderson to bring this back in for North Wagga. He decides to come to the grandstand side, but it's good mark there by Nate Absalom. Quick hand pass to Chase Burgess, chips this one over the top and finds Tex Simons in the pocket there for the Lions. He's going to have a shot. Tries to poke that one through, and it's through from behind. Henderson to bring this back in for North Wagga. It's a good kick. Finds a teammate on that far side in Carey. Gets his hand pass away, and it's a good mark there by North Wagga on that far wing. Numbers obscured at this moment, but he looks to send this one forward. It's high. Numbers under this one. It's over the back. Gathered by Burgess there. Comes through the centre of the ground. Kicks wide, looking for Jock Simons. It's gone over. Good shepherd there from his brother on the North Wagga opponent. Kick forward by Simons. Ball's gone over the back, racing towards goal, and it's through for a goal. I think it may have been Liam Quinn on that occasion. That's his second. Very good goal. Back to the centre of the ground. Tap forward by Nate Absalon. Into the path of North Wagga opponent there. Gets a hand pass away. Strong tackle there by North Wagga. On Chase Burgess, a little bit high. Gets his hand pass out to Blair Walsh. Swings around on his right. Sends this one forward, but it's a good mark there by Henry Harper. That centre half back there for North Wagga. He looks to go wide to that scoreboard side, but coming through there well is Charlie Crow. Dodges around one. Gets a hand pass back inside to Liam Quinn. He sends this deep into the goal square. Over the back is Jock Simons. Goes through his hands, gathered by Cooper Hadrill there. He has a shot on goal. It's gone across the face, picked up by Ashton Fury. Looks inside there, good vision. It's bounced on the ground there, cleared by North Wagga. Marked by Blair Walsh across centre half forward there. Here's a running shot on goal. And it's through for another behind for the Lions. Takes them on to 12-12, 84 to North Wagga's no score. 4 minutes into this third term in this under-13s game between Ganmain Grong Madong Lions and the North Wagga Saints in the Wagga District Junior Football League. Henderson for North Wagga brings this forward. Good contest in the air there by Jock Simons. Picked up by Ashton Fury. Gets his kick away. Coming through is Liam Quinn. He takes a good chest mark there. He'll go back and have a shot on goal. He's about 15 metres out on a 45-degree angle. Comes in with his kick. He's just poked that one to the right, and it's through for a behind. Coach Matt Hattie has made a few changes in just third term. He's taken Jack Lawrence out of the ruck. He's currently across centre half back. Nate Absalom's come into the ruck. This ball's been kicked back in, gathered by Ashton Fury. Gets his hand pass away. North Wagga tries to pick this one up. Coming through is Nate Absalom there. He gathers this one and gets a quick kick forward, but it's marked there by North Wagga across Honeysett on that occasion. He goes wide, finds Travascus. He gets his kick away. Under this is Charlie Crow for the Lions. Coming through courageously there is Levi Bowen. Ball's gathered by Hayden Gardner. Sends this one long to the forward line there. Under this is Hadrill. Picked up by Liam Quinn. Gets his hand pass away. Gathered by Jock Simon. Swings around on his left. Ball smothered there. Gathered by Fury. Tries to break one tackle. Gets a hand pass away. Into the hands of Carey for North Wagga. Gathered by Tex Simons. Has a running shot on goal there, but it's marked by North Wagga deep in defence. Play on, says the umpire. Gathered by Jock Simons. Has a shot on goals through for behind. Henderson to bring this back in for North Wagga. Goes wide. Through the hands of Travascus. Shale again. Forces that one over the sideline to be another throw in on that far pocket. As the Lions pressure for another goal. Nate Absalom in the ruck. Taps that one forward, but charging through is North Wagga. Gets a kick away. High into the centre of the ground. Numbers here for the Lions. Under this is Preston Hand. Pushes it forward there. Regathers. Good work. Gets a hand pass away. Picked up by Nate Absalom. Coming through is North Wagga there. Ball's held up, gathered by Nate Absalom, showing good determination there across half forward for the Lions. Kicked forward there, gathered by Liam Quinn. Gets a hand pass away through the legs of North Wagga. Picked up by Blair Walsh. And it's a goal for Blair Walsh for the Lions. Really good persistent effort there from the Lions players. Plenty of effort and urgency resulted in that goal, especially from Nate Absalom on that occasion there at centre half forward. Really kept that ball alive for the Lions, and that takes them on to 13 goals, 14, 92. Back to the centre of the ground. Nate Absalom in the ruck. Up against Bushell for North Wagga. Tapped down by Absalom into Blair Walsh's hands. He gets his hand pass forward for the Lions. Gathered by Henry Harper for North Wagga. Gets his kick forward. Coming through his Ned bench. Gathered by North Wagga. They send this one into their forward line. It's gone over the back. Race for the ball here by Jack Lawrence and his North Wagga opponent Max Henderson, but gathered by Jack Lawrence. Clears this ball out of defence and finds Blair Walsh all alone across half back there. He can take a bounce. He can take another one if he likes, but elects to kick this one over the top and finds Shayla again there. Good mark on that far wing. She'll go back and look to come in board. Looking for Nate Absalom there. Pressure from North Wagga, but he takes a good mark in the centre of the ground. Plays on quickly. Looking for Chase Burgess. Ball falls in front of him. He tries to gather it in. Good hip and shoulder there by North Wagga. Clears the ball, and it's a good mark in the centre of the ground there to young Hogan. As the Lions get numbers back in defence. Ball's just held up. Kicks this one high. It's over the top of the pack. Coming through is Hayden Gardner. He gathers this one. Clears it back out to that far wing. Looking for Chase Burgess. Ball bounces wide of him. Coming through is Teddy Gordon. He gets his hand pass away to Chase Burgess. Tries to break one tackle. He's wrapped up in a good, strong tackle there, and the umpire's called play on. Ball's come free. Kick forward by North Wagga there. Regained by North Wagga. Gets a hand pass back into the centre of the ground. Coming through is Preston Hand. He's wrapped up in a tackle. Gets his hand pass away. Gathered by North Wagga. And he's wrapped up in a good, strong tackle there by Blair Walsh. Just a little bit high, the umpire deemed, and a free kick to Hogan. He'll go back and kick this ball forward. He elects to go wide and finds Harper. Looks to bring this inside for the North Wagga Saints. Under this is Hayden Gardner. He gathers this one in, chips this one long and low. It's kicked off the ground by North Wagga. Back into the arms of Preston Hand. He can come through the centre of the ground. Under this is Ashton Clark. Takes a good mark in the centre of the ground. Sends this one long and high. Under this is Tex Simons. Ball's on the ground there. Gathered by North Wagga. Wrapped up in a good tackle there by Levi Bowen. Ball's on the ground there. Carey for North Wagga tries to pick it up. Kleeman, that is. Picked up by Levi Bowen. Gets his kick forward into the hands of Jock Simons. He tries to gather it in. Gathers it up. Gets a bump. Keeps his ground, kicks his forward on his left, but it's just out on the full. It'll be a free kick to North Wagga there, deep in that pocket. Henderson to take this kick. Kicks it wide, looking for Bushell. He sits under this one, takes a good mark. Lions push back in defence there. Build the wall they are. This one's gone high. Under this is Ashton Clark. Goes through his hands, picked up by Hand for the Lions. On to Fury for the Lions. He dodges around one, shows explosive speed, kicks this in forward and finds Blair Walsh. He plays on quickly, has a running shot on goal, and it's a goal. Another one to Blair Walsh. He's second for this quarter. Very good play there by the Lions. Sharing this ball around. Resulted in Blair Walsh's second goal for the quarter. Takes them on to 13 goals, 14, 90, 14 goals, 14, 98 to North Wagga, no score. Ball tapped forward by Hogan there for North Wagga. Into the arms of Jack Lawrence. He gets his kick away. It's a good mark there to Shale again. The umpire's calling it back, though, to Jack Lawrence. He'll take his kick in the centre of the ground. Gets a hand pass off to Hayden Gardner. He dodges around one at centre half forward there. Looks to send this one in long to the forward line. It's gone over the top of the pack and it's hit the post. Pretty well nearly a 50-metre kick, that one, from a young fellow. Good effort, but it's gone through from behind as Henderson brings this in quickly for North Wagga. He goes wide. Gathered there by Levi Bowen. Coming through to assist is Tex Simons. Dodges around one, gets his kick forward high. And it's through for another behind as the siren goes for the end of that third quarter. The Lions are just shy of 100 points. Added another 4 or 5 goals for that quarter. Predominantly all Lions pushing forward. Good effort in that quarter by Blair Walsh and Nate Absalom in the ruck. Very prominent there. Hayden Gardner again across half back there. He's moved to the back line as the Lions look to finish this game off. I have them about 15 goals, 16-100, I think, at the end of this third quarter. So we'll just take a break and return for the last of this under-13s game. Okay, back to start this last term in this under-13s game between the Gammain Grongomarang Lions and the North Wagga Saints in the Wagga District Junior Football League. Cooper Hadrill taps that one down, and it's a free kick to Levi Bowen in the centre of the ground. Gets a little chip to Hayden Gardner, who plays on quickly and sends us into the forward line for the Lions. Goes over the back of Blair Walsh. Picked up by North Wagga. Regathered by Blair Walsh. He breaks around one tackle. Swings through another tackle and has a running shot on goal. Good effort. And it's a goal to Blair Walsh. Very good play. Really coming into this second half of this game, Blair Walsh. That's his third goal. Playing ruck rover there at the moment for the Lions. Chase Burgess has moved to full back. Jai Absalom in the back pocket. Liam Quinn in the far back pocket. Hayden Gardner at centre half back. Dead bench across half back. Preston Hand on the other half back flank as the ball tapped down by North Wagga there at the centre bounce. Coming through is Cooper Hadrill. Ball's kicked forward there. North Wagga player was slung down on the tackle, so free kick. Young Honeysett. Hudson Honeysett will take his kick there at centre half forward for North Wagga. No one on the mark by the Lions. He kicks this one forward high and it's gone through the hands of young Henderson there. Run for the ball there by Liam Quinn. He gets there first, picks it up, clears it out of defence there, finds Blair Walsh in that far wing. Good use of the ball. He gets a hand pass over the top there to Charlie Crow. Kicks this one forward for the Lions. Under it is Teddy Gordon. Eludes him, picked up by Jack Lawrence. He gets his hand pass away to Tex Simons. Gathers this one in, dodges around one. He can have a running shot on goal, but it's through for a behind. North Wagga look to bring this back in. They decide to come the grandstand side, but the kick goes straight up the centre of the ground. The numbers there for North Wagga. Good tackle there by Shale again. On to Kleeman there for North Wagga. Gets his kick away. Regathers, and the ball's going to be held up there at centre half forward. Umpire Lucas Hattie throws this up. Hadrill in the ruck for the Lions. Taps this one down to Tex Simons. Gets his hand pass away into the hands of North Wagga. They look to clear this one out of defence. It's gone high to the far side. Race for the ball there by Charlie Crow. Gathered by Travascus for North Wagga. Coming through is Blair Walsh. Breaks one tackle. Sets sail for goal with a right foot shot. Then it's marked by Nate Absalom. 20 metres out from goal there on a 45-degree angle. Promising signs there from the Lions. Blair Walsh send that one, and it's a good strong mark to Nate Absalom. He comes in, has his shot on goal. It's a good kick, but it's through behind. Just needs to work on that approach, Nate. He's just shortening his run up too much. He needs to take a few more steps and get his balance before he delivers that ball into the goals. North Wagga go to kick this one in through home. Gathered by hand. He's taken down in a strong tackle as Gardner kicks this one forward for the Lions. Gathered by Simons. He has a shot on goal, and it's a goal to Tex Simons. That's his 5th of the game. As young Preston Hands recovered from that tackle. As our scoreboard attendants seem to have having a bit of a break at the moment, but I've got it about 16 goals, 18. As it comes back to the centre of the ground, Nate Absalom in the ruck, tap down to Blair Walsh, coming through is Hogan for North Wagga. Henderson tries to kick it off the ground for North Wagga. Diving in on the ball is Blair Walsh, gets a hand pass out to Nate Absalom, back to Hayden Gardner. He can play on here, gets one bounce. Tackled by Henderson, gets his kick forward there. Under this one is Fury. He's wrapped up in a good tackle by Kleeman. And it's a good effort there by the North Wagga player, and he gets the free kick, kicks this one high and wide and finds Harmer. He looks to play on. Kicks this one wide, looking for Black, but it's gone through his hands. It's out the back there. It's gathered by hand. He's recovered from that tackle a moments ago. Comes inside to Blair Walsh. Gets his hand pass away. Inside to Chase Burgess. Runs from defence here by the Lions. He's looking for Tex Simons. Strong there at centre forward. It's gone through his hands. Picked up by Kleeman. He clears this one forward there to Burgess. Hand pass back to Walsh. On to Absalom. That's Nate. On to Hayden Gardner. Sends this one into the forward. All alone is Jock Simons on that occasion. And he has a shot on goal. But it's just drifted to the left. He could have went back and had a shot, but elected to play on. And it's through from behind. Next time. Jock Simons has 2 goals so far in this game. As Holm, who recovered from that head knock earlier, brings this ball back in. Under this one is Hogan for North Wagga. Ball's tapped forward there. Diving in on it is Fury. He breaks one tackle, charges towards goal, and passes to Cooper Hadrell, and it's resulted in a goal. He's first. Not sure if Ashton meant that to happen, but it had come off pretty well. Back to the centre of the ground. Nate Absalom back in the ruck. Good tap, punch forward into the path of Blair Walsh. He takes one bounce, charging out of the centre. Kicks this one long and low, looking for the Lions there, through the hands of Tex Simons. Gathers up Kleeman in a tackle. Kick forward there, gathered by Blair Walsh again. Looks to hook this one back in, looking for Tex Simons. He tries to gather it in, and it's held up there well by North Wagga, and the umpire, Lucas Hattie, will call for a ball up. Tap down by Nate Hammond. Into the path there of Ashton Fury. Breaks one tackle, has a running shot on goal, and it's a goal to Ashton Fury. Good play. That takes the Lions on to 19 goals, 16. To the North Wagga Saints, no score. Back to the centre of the ground. Nate Absalom in the ruck. Taps that one forward again. Tex Simons coming into that ruck roving position now. Ball's on the ground there, gathered by Absalom again. Been good in this second half. Kick around the corner there by Hand for the Lions. Gathered by Norfolk across half forward there. Charging through his Fury again. He gathers it in. Points downfield to his teammates. But he's just run a little bit too far. Occupied with where he was going to deliver that one, but good effort. And it's a free kick to Kleeman there for Norfolk. He plays on. Kicks this in towards the centre of the ground. It's a big kick high. Under this is Hayden Gardner. Goes through his hands. Gathered by Norfolk. Gets a hand pass away. Gathered by Hand there. Gets his hand pass away. Coming through his Hogan there for Norfolk. And doesn't have possession of the ball. Free kick to Hogan. Joshua Hogan there for Norfolk Saints. Kicks this one forward, but under this is Hand. Taps that one towards the boundary line. It's out of the sideline. The umpire will call for a ball up there, right in front of the grandstand, right in front of the club rooms of the Lions. 11 minutes into this last quarter in this under-13s game between North Wagga Saints and the Gammain Grong Maddock Lions. As Absalom taps that down into the path of Nathan Gardner. Ball's picked up by North Wagga, kicked forward. Numbers there for North Wagga. But it's cut off by Ned Bench there in that last line of defence. He dodges around one, gets his kick away towards the centre of the ground there. Charlie Crow in a race for the ball here, taps it to his advantage. Gets a hand pass on to Chase Burgess. The two speedsters through the centre of the ground. On to Tex Simons there. Another one back to Burgess. Kicks this one high, looking for Blair Walsh. Good play here from the Lions. Calling for Cooper Hadrill to come at him. Sends this one up high. Almost marked. Gathered by Jock Simons, but it's through from behind. A coast-to-coast effort there from the Lions. Just resulted in a behind. Good play. Good teamwork from the Lions. As Holm looks to bring this back one in. And it's marked, though, there by Blair Walsh. Intercepted. Has a running shot on goal. And he kicks it back to whence it came. And it's a mark by Holm. And the last line of defence decides to go the other side. Coming through is Nate Abson. Rolls through his hands. Picked up there by Levi Bowen. He's tackled without it. He'll go back and take a kick there. He's 45 metres out. Looks to go wide. Finds Jay Absalom. He quickly plays on. Swings onto his left foot. Has a running shot on goal. And it's a good mark there to Jock Simons. Go back and have your kick, son. Taking a good mark in the goal square. Good, strong mark. And puts it through for a goal. That's his fourth for the game. Third, actually, I've got. I've currently roughly got it about 20 goals, 18 to the Lions, to North Wagga no score. 12 minutes into this last term. Nate Absalom in the ruck against Henderson. Nate Absalom taps that down into the path of Tex Simons. He can run this into the forward line, but he kicks it off his knee, regathers, gets a hand pass to his brother Jock. He swings around on his trusty left, but there's a good mark by Holm there in that last line. He looks to come to this grandstand side. Goes through the hands of Kleeman there, gathered by Fury, dodges around one. Shale again taps this on to Jock Simons. He cops one high, umpire didn't see it. And it's a late tackle there on Bushell for North Wagga. He'll take the free kick across half back there for the Saints. You look to come into the centre of the ground. It's gone high, but it's fallen short. Straight into the arms of Blair Walsh. He has to play on. Shot on goal as the siren goes, no score. And that takes us to the end of this under-13s game. I'm not sure of the score exactly. Our scoreboard attendants have Decided to have a break there late in that fourth term, but I've roughly got it about 20 goals, 18 for the Lions. So that's about 138 points to North Wagga, no score, but endeavour to get that score for you. But it was a good win of the Lions. Their winning vein continues. Big game for them next week against the Coolaman Grasshoppers here on a Sunday. Same day football, senior and junior football. Coolaman currently sits second on the ladder in the under 13s, so it'll be a very good game of football, under 13s footballs next week. Very good contributors out there today. Blair Walsh, Hayden Gardner, Nate Absalon, Chase Burgess, Ashton Fury, all prominent in that game. A lot of good contributions from a number of players in the side there in the under 13s today. I had Tex Simons down with 5 goals, 3 each to Jock Simons, Blair Walsh and Liam Quinn. 2 goals to Hayden Gardner and 1 each to Ashton Fury, Cooper Hadrill, Chase Burgess and Cooper Graham. So very good win to the Lions once again. And thank you very much. And I hope you enjoyed the coverage of the under 13s as we await the under 15s game between Gambain Grong Manong Lions and the North Wagga Saints to take place in a few moments.